Today we are going to create a Java application that will be deployed to an ec2 instance, and we need to enable X-ray analytics for this one. So let me start with the X-ray service. So as you can see this message that X-ray is now integrated with CloudWatch. So if you come here, you need to click the service map again. You will be taken to CloudWatch. So we are in CloudWatch now, and since there is nothing set up, there is a button for setup a demo app. On clicking this one, we can see that we need to add one dependency. Okay, sorry. Before that, you need to choose these things, like whether you are launching a new application, sample application, or instrumenting an existing application. So I'm choosing this one, instrument your application, choosing Java. Next, then yeah. So these are the steps. So pom.xml needs this dependency, and if you are working with a legacy web application, then in the web.xml you need to add this filter class. But since we are working with Spring Boot, we will be doing this configuration with Java class. So those steps are there in this link. In this, we need to go to AOP with Spring. If you see below, this is the same dependency that we saw there. This one, and then yeah, version is different. If you go below, you can see this is the Java file I was talking about. So this is AWS X-ray servlet filter, the same thing that in a legacy web application we configure inside this filter tag. So let me create this one. Start.spring.io. Here instead of Gradle, I'll choose Maven Java 7.test, and let's say X-ray demo 1 jar Java init, and dependency I'll just add web generate. Okay, so let me extract this one here. Okay, now I can import it. It's imported, and yeah, let's do the changes in the form. So we need to import, add this dependency. And we need to create a class with these content. I'll skip the package and copy the remaining part. We need a class named webconfig inside this. Okay. Now let me add one test controller that we can test. Let me annotate it with @rest controller, and add one. So we'll be returning a string type here. So I'm taking an input code. Based on the code, I'm returning a response with different HTTP codes. So let me import these things. for code equal to 200, I'm returning a success. Just let me check. So this one I'll be returning 400 series, 400 code for any of this range. For that we can return response entity dot pad start body. Let me just append the code. Yes, let me return 500 series. It's internal server error. So response entity dot internal server error. Okay. Something like this. Okay. So this is, let me test this one. Okay, it's running now. Let me test it. So, this is how it will work. For 200 I'm getting a success. For something 400 series I will get a bad request. And if you inspect, go to network tab, refresh this. So, see, this is indeed a 400 series code. See, this is my status code 400, and if I try something outside 400, let's say 560, so it is error and I'm getting a 500 status code. The same thing we will be deploying in ec2 instance, and we will be adding X-ray analytics so that we can track different error codes. So let me go to okay, before that let me create this jar. Okay, so let me stop this one. Okay, so it's built successfully and we have the jar. This is our jar that we need to deploy. So let me do one thing. Okay, so let me create the ec2 instance. And before that, there is one step that we need to run in the ec2 instance. Let me show that. So this is it. You need to do a curl and need to install this one. Okay. So Amazon Linux and 64-bit T2 micro key pair. Let me create a new one. So, two. And I'll take ppk as I am going to use WinSCP for putting the jar file into ec2 instance. Create key pair. It's created. Okay, and everything else is okay. Select existing security group. Default. Okay, launch. Okay, ec2 is launched now. Let me go back instances. Refresh. It's in running state. So let me do one thing. Let me try to connect it with my WinSCP. So new session, advanced authentication, and then choose a private key here. To take this one, ec2, whatever I created. Okay, and then host name. This is the host name. Username is by default ec2 user for all the ec2 instances. At least for Amazon Linux I have seen ec2 user. Login. Okay, so it's logged in. Let me go to cdemo1 and target. This is our jar file. Copy it here. Okay. Okay, so let me connect to this one. If it's connected, and see I can. Okay, I think I copied wrong file. I needed to copy this one actually. Okay, let me see now. Okay, yeah, it is there. Let me remove the other one. Okay, so now we have just this one. Let me check if I have a Java. Java is not there, so I need to install it. Since this window got stuck, so I have opened another window with same instance, and now I can see Java is there. So yeah, before running the application, let me do few of these steps. So see, I need to install these things. So let me do the curl first. Okay, it is done. Then next is this command. It requires sudo. Okay, it's done. X-ray is also installed. So the application that we have created, the Spring Boot one, runs on port 8080. So I need to enable port 8080 in the security groups. So let me go to security groups. Security groups. We are using default security groups. So inbound rule I need to add. Currently only associated TCP these are allowed. So I'm editing this one. Add rule. Okay, port. This will be 8080. Currently I'm allowing anyone because after this demo I will be just deleting this instance. as well as this rule. Okay, save. Done. So now I can start that Java jar, and it's let me check the name of the jar file again. It's X-ray jar. Okay, so this is running fine. We need to see whether we are able to access it from outside or not. So this was, let me go to instances. So this is our host. Let me replace this part with the host. And see, we are able to access it. If I change it to some 200 series, I'm getting success. If I change it to 400, I'm getting bad request 400. Okay, so 400 series, anything we coded it, that any 400 series will get 400. It says 406 here, but if you check the network tab, it will be 400 error only. Network, hit this again. See, this is 400. Okay, so now let me go to the X-ray analytics page. Service map. Not having any data yet. Let me hit this few more times. Okay, let me wait for 5 minutes and resume after that. Okay, it seems there was an error here. Error response from X-ray. This one I'm getting. So yeah, I think I need to look into this and maybe add more about it by maybe I will create a new video that will have the fix for this issue.